but it's better than none. Yeah, well, unless you have a chat pad, that can get very annoying. So far. Only the other power members of them, unless that are actually online, are Abe, which is one anyway. Cushback. I think he's like a 1 or 2 as well. Oh. Wait 5 minutes. There's a few things I want to go over. This comes on first. Oh, are you going to record this there, Demons? It doesn't record now, but...
Oh my god, let me get settled first.
No settling for you.
Where's Mama? Working?
No, she's here. She'll be there in a second. Two.
Prime, you should have already had your headset.
Huh?
I told Prime that he should have already had his headset on now. I'm upset with him.
His headset isn't working. It's going to be a bit before he gets a new one. He can hear us. He can't communicate.
I know. I want to make as many jokes to him as I can, so that way his retaliation is just that much sweeter when he actually gets his mic.
You're a glutton for punishment.
Only with Mama Bear, apparently. And you.
I can relate to that.
Shut up. You're gross.
Yeah, probably. I'm thinking so.
Howdy.
Oh, God.
Oh, Albino, you didn't put on the recaps from last week.
Yeah, I know. Mama Bear already talked to me about that.
And it's still not done.
Really?
Did you do them?
Yes, really. They're still not done.
You know what? You got time. Why don't you do them?
I don't have them.
Uh-oh, Prime sent me a message.
Yeah, you said you'd do it, man.
No.
Try to get
It's
those
on his...
up tonight if you can.
I will. I'll get on it as soon as I can. Work, man.
Check
Work.
for those. And they're supposed to go up every week.
Yeah, like my Bible.
So does Animal.
Okay. I'll do it. Prime, it might be time for a new controller.
Have to beat on the cub.
Yeah, he knows he needs to get a new controller, but it's going to be a bit before he does.
Yeah.
Priorities, don't you know?
What don't you know?
Well, I'm thinking there's nobody else getting
Oh, yeah,
on,
betcha.
so I may as well get started.
Have how many members in power, and there's nobody coming to the meeting?
Well, there's a few other power members on, but yeah, I think we're at 28 now. So that's one of the things I want to bring up. I'm going to move the meetings from Sunday nights to Friday nights. Sunday nights does not appear to be a very active night, and from what I've seen, Friday nights tends to be a little more active. So I'm going to move it to Friday night starting this upcoming week. Unless anybody has any major problems with that. Mine is what time?
Hey, yo. What up, y'all?
It's got our power meeting tonight.
Oh, it's your...
Yeah.
Okay, I'll talk to you guys later.
Good job with your letters.
The time is 9 your time.
Are you in Eastern, Tiny?
What time are you in?
Hour difference. Clock is
Fuck.
hours difference.
Time do you get start? What if we do it a little bit earlier? Yeah, I'm thinking, well, it's 9 our time now. So you said it's 7 your time, right? So if we do it, say, 8 our time and 6 your time, would that be fine? How about you, Albino and Prime?
That would be 5 o'clock for you, Albino.
I got that, thanks.
Oh. Okay. You know what? When I don't tell you, you don't get it. When I do tell you, you get it. I'm going to tell you anyway.
So is that a good time for us?
Yeah.
All right. So we're going to have a weekly meeting, or the officer meeting at 5, and regular meeting, I'm sorry, at 8 our time, and the regular meeting at 8:30. If you got to bow out a little bit early, demons, that's fine. We'll generally cover most everything in the officer meeting anyway. So that's number 1. Number 2 is there's going to be some changes in KI coming up. Game coming in, there's a new console coming in, and there's a new website. So first of all, oh yeah? What did he say? Well, yeah, that's basically what I was going to bring up. We need to determine if we're going to be a 360 branch or a 1 branch.
I
It's our
honestly would
choice.
say we should be a 360 branch. I mean, the Xbox One's gonna have a lot more bugs than the Xbox 360. I mean, they've worked out all the bugs for the Xbox 360, and it's going to take them a long time to work out those bugs for the Xbox One. I honestly think it'll take longer than a year, and I honestly think we should say it as an Xbox 360, because then you don't really want to get the Xbox One and then have to buy the games again.
Well, Xbox, the game is transitionable over to the Xbox One, so your profile and everything. So I mean, you can still do that, but I do take your point. The first release of a system is always problematic. I mean, look at the 360.
Yeah.
Are we going to be able to party up and lobby join and everything over to consoles, though?
Well, see, that's the thing. There's rumors. Yeah, but you got to do that before like December or something. So it only lasts for a certain amount of time.
Honestly, I'd rather get the 360 by myself.
We're going to have the 360 for quite some time. And even if we get the one, we can both have one at that point.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put up a poll in the power branch. We need to figure out who in the branch is going to do what. If the majority of the branch is going to go transition over to the one, then we'll do them now. If the majority of us are going to stick with the 360, then we can stay as a 360 branch. What's going to happen is certain branches are going to move where certain branches aren't. Now, in those branches, there's going to be people who don't have, like, for example, they go over to the one. There's going to be people in those branches that don't have the one. So those people are then going to move over to branches who are sticking with the 360. So for the first year or so, we're going to have branches on both the one and the 360.
Means we're going to lose people and we're going to gain new people.
Right. So there's going to be some shuffling of the branches as a result. I want to try to keep as many people in power as possible, obviously. But, we need to find out what everybody else is doing, sort of go from there. Now, the same thing goes for the game. We are going to be transitioning over to Ghost, regardless of whether it's on the 360 or one. We need to find out who's going to be getting the game.
I'll most likely be getting the game.
I am.
A lot of people are.
The 11-11-11 or 11-11-13?
It's coming out 2 years ago.
It came out 2 years ago. It's just now being released, though.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Time left. So I'm going to put up those two polls on the site. So we need to try to get as much feedback on the site as possible. Which leads me into point number 3. We may be getting rid of the branch tag at some point. The branch tag, what we use for the majority of our branch communication right now, may be going bye-bye.
Why is that?
Well, Animal is pushing, and a lot of people are supporting the idea that the website becomes the primary communication. And
Not a lot of people will be going on the website. A lot of people will probably be on here more often than the website, and they're going to miss a lot of information.
Well, no, see, the thing is, yeah, it's true. A lot are, and people are still transitioning into it. The thing with the website is when you, for example, sign in and get a message, you get a notification email. So if you have, say, get your emails on a smartphone, you can respond through your phone.
I don't have a smartphone anymore, so I mean, it would be. It's not like
I know.
It's not like it's impossible for me. It's just that I'm not usually on the computer all the time.
Yeah, that has been brought up, that some people don't have. Like right now, our computer's dead. So basically the only thing we have is the Xbox and the smartphone that we have. But if we didn't have smartphones, then we'd be SOL basically.
Albino, you should be able to access it through the Internet Explorer on the Xbox.
That's the thing. Because the Xbox itself has an Internet Explorer, you can always get to the website.
Okay.
So like I said, it's going to be a more handy means of communication. It's going to be set up in such a way where it's almost like each branch is going to be its own Facebook page. So you can basically post in the branch and you can send mass messages to like the entire branch at a click. It's a lot easier, but it is a bit of a change, so it's going to take a bit to get used to. All right. So we as the officers need to be pushing people to sign on and use the website. I know, Tiny, you've been phenomenal on the website, and I thank you. Keep it up, man. I mean, seriously. I mean, it is. It's different, but once you get used to it, it's really, really handy. Ooh. Yeah. So, and it is a way of tracking activity. Even people who can't get on the Xbox very often can post on the website and say hi every now and then. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So there's going to be a big push for that.
Okay.
Like I said, the branch tag may be going bye-bye, so we're going to be doing everything through the website eventually. So now is the time sort of to get on and sort of get used to it.
Okay.
They haven't decided when they're going to make that change, but it's probably going to happen. Next on the agenda, Animal is, I don't know if anybody of you, I'm sure you've seen them, Tiny, but I'm not sure if the other two have. On the website, Animal is putting up, he's basically delineating what all the ranked jobs are and what all the responsibilities are.
Not all, but I actually got them right in his page.
Well, yeah. Right now he has the 8s and the 7s. But he's going to be doing each individual rank going down. So keep an eye out for that and read what pertains to you. So, you know, for Prime, read for the 5, for Albino, and for Tiny, read for the 6. Basically, it's a pretty good breakdown of what you should be doing, what you should be responsible for, and what to look forward to if, for example, you decide you want to be a 7. Trust me, as a 7, it's a lot of work.
Yes. I was happy being a 7.
Basically, the higher the rank, the more work you have. What? Okay, I'm going to pose a question to you guys. What does an officer mean?
An officer basically means taking on the responsibilities to make sure that things go right within the community. Make sure everybody's taken care of in ways that they need to be. If information needs to get out, if things need to be done, an officer is supposed to be responsible for those actions.
Right. So, based on what Albino just said, the higher your rank, the more jobs you have to do to ensure that happens.
It's
The more
basically
you're
the same
responsible
way.
for.
It's basically the same way in the military. The higher your rank in the military, you have more jobs, you have more responsibility, you have a lot more pressure riding on you as well.
Right. It's important that the officers that we have, or the officers that we in the future promote, understand that. I don't want a branch where rank is power, where they want the officerhood because, you know, it gives some sort of prestige. Okay. I want members to want to stay as members. I've always been of the belief that a good, healthy branch has a hell of a lot of threes. This is the reason why. Well, threes, more or less. Because being an officer is work. It doesn't mean anything else but helping the branch. A lot of people just don't want to do the work. They play on Xbox to play on Xbox, which is perfectly fine. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. They join KIG because they like the fellowship and they like what the KIG stands for, which is fantastic. I don't have a problem with that at all. But because they just want to play and they know that, you know, if they take the 4, they're going to be put to work, a good, healthy branch has a lot of threes. Because those who take the officerhood understand what they're taking. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
A case in point. How many practices have there been lately? When was the last time you hosted a class there, Albino?
Not for a while. Work and
Prime, how about you?
crap like that, but yeah. Crap going on in the life, but yeah, not for a while, which is kind of shitty. I should say so. I will own up to that it's been kind of shitty that I have not classes.
I mean, I'm not going to be a hard ass. I'm not going to say you hold a practice or I'm kicking you out of KIG. Because that don't work. But we should understand that this is what we're supposed to be doing. And do it anyway. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If, you know, Tiny, you said you've been trying to hold classes. Why haven't you done it? Do it this way. Hold the classes anyway. Even if it's you playing with yourself. You know, it really, we're doing this for the members. We need to find out what the members want, and we need to give that to them. Don't ask around. If I were to hold a class, what do you want me to hold it on? And do that. People like different things and need to learn different things or whatever. I mean, everybody has their interests. We need to find out what those interests are and give that to our members. That's what we're supposed to be doing. Touch base with people. Send personal messages to the members. Go through the tag and actually send a message to the members. If I were to hold a class, what do you want me to hold a class on? And then go from there. As 6s and 5s, I mean, your higher level, your responsibilities are catering to the members of the branch, whatever that is. If they need help with this, you give them help with that. If they need to learn their call-outs, hold a call-out practice for them, even if it's just for one member. It doesn't have to be this big ultra power thing. But when you do it, put it on the site.
Map.
It doesn't matter what it is. It could be anything for anybody as long as it's something for somebody. So when you hold a meeting, back of what you talked about, what you covered, who showed up, toss it on the site. And even if you have to mention it by name, call out practice for Joe Blow. As long as it's being done and the members are being looked after, that's what's important. Cool.
Cool.
Any feedback?
Not on what we were just talking about, but
Go ahead.
I'm getting kind of, it's getting to the point where I'm getting really annoyed with Naylor. Yes, I did.
Oh yeah, about what?
Just him in general, his attitude, the way he plays the game. I mean, he's not a bad guy. It's just his attitude is just only handles so much of it, and after a while, it's just like I kind of want to start telling him like, look, stop everything you're doing. But I don't want to be that guy. I don't want to be a hated guy. But it's like I'm getting to the point where I'm gonna be like, you know what? If you're not gonna have the right attitude right here, I don't want you on my friends list. I don't want to play with you. I don't want you anywhere near or in this branch.
Is he doing anything that's contrary to KIG?
I don't know. Would you say he would be doing anything contrary to KIG, Mama? Because I know you have played with him too, and you kind of share my feelings.
Well, I want your opinion on it.
You want my feedback on it?
Yeah.
Well, it's not like he's doing anything contrary to KIG. I don't think. It's just because I don't play with him all the time. I don't know what he's doing when we're not on. But it's just like starts when we're in a match, he'll start trash talking people, and it's just like, dude, it's a game. Yeah, they're kicking our asses. It's a game. It's not life or death. It's not going to be like, oh, well, we won this game, so now we're champions of the world. It's just a game. There's no room to trash talk. Yeah, you get frustrated, but you don't call someone names just because they're beating your ass.
Is he instigating it?
Kind of does.
That's something that's against KIG. In fact, it's specifically mentioned we don't start it.
Don't start it, but we can finish it. But hello.
As it may. So yeah, I'll talk to him. The thing is, he has to modify his own behavior to a certain degree. I can talk to him about it, but unless he does something that's bannable.
Well, like I said, I don't know what he's doing when we're not online and he's online by himself. I don't know exactly what he's doing, so I'd really have to like catch him off guard.
Well, I'll talk about it. I mean, him trash talking and calling people, this, that, and the other thing, that's not something we do. So I'll make sure I let him know that.
I'm a Red Bear Bandit. It was you, me, and Mr. Leprechaun, and you're my boy Blue, and I'm a Red Bear Bandit. Yeah, he's a 9. And Jaws needs to
9
steal my
and he's
mic
doing
because,
this?
yes. I need to give my mic to Jaws because he killed his, and now he doesn't have a mic. It's a wireless mic.
Oh, it just died from battery?
Yeah, it actually died a slow. I'm gonna give him the mic. I can still hear y'all, so don't talk bad about me.
Let's all talk bad about Mama Bear.
Smartass.
My ass is smart. It knows to sit on things.
For the string, he's not talking.
Mama can actually hear, so I just have her mic.
Yeah, you're kind of echoing.
As I was saying, I mean, I'll talk to Naylor. Now, I'm sorry, who was it that was doing what?
Model there knows. Wasn't 9.
Come across that situation again, like, best off just to leave the room. Or no, I'll have to speak and.
They're cutting out.
How's this?
There you go.
Yeah.
All right. Apparently not.
I was getting really uncomfortable with what all names and everything Bino just described. I didn't want to leave him.
Well, you know what? Say something. Just because he's a 9 doesn't mean that he. If you say something to him and he bitches, I'm gonna back you up. He.
Alright.
Worst comes to worst, he's just not gonna want to play with you, so it's a win-win. So yeah,
I
I mean, if you
feel
come,
that there are some branches of KIG that actually care about quality members. There's some branches of KIG that just care about numbers.
it's true. It's sad to say, but yes, there are certain branches whose standards are a little more lax than others. Which is why I'm taking a lot of effort into making sure that, you know, we go the other way.
Yeah, because those bad apples are giving the entire a bad name.
Right. Yeah, that's right. We're a good bunch of peoples. I'm going to send invites to everybody else on and see if they actually join us, but that's basically just 2 people, so we'll see.
Alright, end the recording now.
No, just let it play through.
It.
All right,
We're going
fine.
to the other meeting.
Yeah, just